And this is all about Jewish presence, about Jews basically having the right to live anywhere. If an Arab wants to sell, why shouldn't a Jew be able to buy?
Once a week, Daniel Luria takes a group of Jewish tourists and shows them the revival of the Jewish presence in the Old City. That's the motive behind the acquisition of both the Petra and the Imperial hotels.
Why is the world going crazy about the hotels? People are writing that you're kicking out the Christians? No one's kicking out anyone. When an Arab buys a home from a Jew, he's not kicking out the Jew. It's real estate. He's buying a house. We managed to acquire 2 very big hotels, or facilitate the acquisitions of 2 very big hotels at the Jaffa Gate. One of those hotels was a kosher Jewish hotel. It was built and owned by the Amdurski. Before that, a Gibraltar Jew by the name of Amslak in 1820. In between there was the Greek Orthodox Church. Okay, but now it's back in Jewish hands. But the world jumping up and down, you know what it smells to me like when I hear things like that? The things that they said in Germany, Juden Rhein, the Jews have no right to live in certain areas.
This Jewish revival endeavor doesn't stop at the Christian quarter. The big prize is what Daniel Luria brands as the Old Jewish Quarter.
Today there's 1,000 Jews living in the Old Jewish Quarter. There's 90 families, there's 4 yeshivas in what is today called the Muslim Quarter.
All around, security abounds, a fact that Daniel Luria doesn't hide. The opposite, in fact.
There's 300 cameras looking at wherever we're going. It's part of the security apparatus. Someone's been taken home, front and back, right? Parents don't want them walking alone, so front and back, right? Right, he's come from the Rova, wherever he's come from, and security guards backwards and forwards, taking families they need to go.
He explains the role of the organization he helps lead in acquiring Palestinian properties.
We don't just dump a family and say goodbye. We're involved security-wise, we're involved renovation-wise, making the life as good as possible. So remember, there's 2 aspects. There's the acquisition, someone, and then there's various projects. And the people who own it will get a little bit of the rent, so to speak, together with Ateret Cohanim. Would you like to live here? Not sure. I like that. You think before you answer. But it's the standard building in relation to, families, courtyard, security cameras, and a rooftop playground, because kids don't play in the streets yet. The Turkish general that used to live here in the Ottoman Empire tied his horse, for example, here. Eventually, there were half a dozen Arab families living here. We had the right person at the right time, without going into details about the middlemen, as you know, that we have to use. And we ended up buying this place, and about 6 months ago, we finished off the building, and now there's 5 families living in the complex. You drove away 1 family, we'll add 5. This was the response to the murder of Rabbi Nehemiah Levi and the driving out of 1 Jewish family. If you want real security, double and triple the Jewish presence.
Pierre Clochenbler, I-24 News, Jerusalem.